Hey guys, Adam here from Pink Plastic Computers, and I want to talk to you today about something you've probably never even heard of, which is buffer bloat. And buffer bloat is a term that effectively, when your network, your internet connection, your home network, whether it be Wi-Fi, whether you're wired into your desktop PC or your laptop, when you get high latency speeds, what happens is you get latency drops and latency spikes, which can affect your gaming. Ever had that really annoying yellow symbol on like Call of Duty that says packet loss and stuff like that? That can be caused by buffer bloat. And the first thing you want to do is you want to head to this website, waveform.com tools buffer bloat. And you want to run this test. And I'm doing this test now. And when you run this test, don't be playing games, don't have anything running, just run it as if you were just browsing the internet as normal. And after it's finished its test, it's going to give you a score, okay? And that score is between A and F, okay? Just like grading. Now, I've currently got a C, which isn't fantastic. I did a previous test earlier and I got a B, which I'm perfectly happy with because based on my positioning from my router, it's very, very difficult to get a very high score. However, if you are wired into your router or if you're inside your house and you've got a really strong Wi-Fi signal, but you get a really high buffer bloat score, this will be affecting your in-game performance. And there are some things that you can do, and I'm going to talk you through those things on your desktop environment first, and then I'm going to go into some advanced steps if you've got a router that isn't maybe your stock router from BT or Virgin that you can also do. So if you get a score that is C or below, these are some steps you should definitely try. Step one, if you've got any OneDrive or Dropbox or any kind of Drive cloud sync which is running, if you're about to go gaming or streaming and gaming, pause them. Don't stop them, don't cancel, don't end them, just pause them. So you can see here, I have got OneDrive. Right click and you want to pause that. You want to go to settings, or you can see it here, click pause syncing. That in itself will alleviate some of the strain on your network. Do exactly the same if you've got, as I said, Dropbox, Google Drive, anything like that. Pause those syncing and it will make a big difference on gaming. The next one is your network adapter, and this is something that everybody can do. So if you go into Device Manager, do a search in your little Windows search bar, type in Device Manager, and it will bring up all of your devices. And the one that you are looking for is network adapters. Now, first of all, you want to identify which network adapter that you are using. If you're wired, you will have probably something like this. Or if you're using Wi-Fi, you'll have a Wi-Fi adapter. So identify the one that you are using. If you're using Wi-Fi, focus your energy on your Wi-Fi one. In my example, it's this Wi-Fi 7 high band simultaneous HBS network adapter. What a name. If you're using Ethernet, it's this one. You may have some others as well, and they'll be related to applications that you've got installed, but focus on the one that you are using. Once you found out which one you are using, whether you're Wi-Fi or Ethernet, right click and click on Properties. When you're in Properties, what you want to do now is you want to change a few settings, okay? You want to go to Power Management, and you see here, allow the computer to turn off this device to save power. Turn that off, okay? What power are you going to save by turning off your network adapter? Turn it off. You do not want the amount of power going to your network drive, your network adapter to be reduced at any point. So make sure you untick that. So once you've done that, you want to go to Advanced. So you're still in the same screen. Go to Advanced, and you want to go to this option here, Energy Efficient Ethernet. You want to turn that off. You want to disable it. Then what you want to do, if you've got the option, is Green Ethernet. Turn that off as well. You don't want any of these on here. And then the final thing, Power Saving Mode. Turn that off as well. Once you've done those, click on OK. The final setting you want to turn off, which will probably be on, which is just underneath Green Ethernet, is Interrupt Moderation. This actually reduces delay in how your PC processes network packets. Turn it off, okay? You do not want that on. Click OK. That's everything you need to do now within your network adapter settings. Okay, the next setting is actually to do with Windows Update. So go down to your control panel, so your search bar at the bottom, type in Windows Update Settings. And what you want to do here is you're looking for Advanced Options. Click on Advanced Options. When you're in Advanced Options, you will see an option here that is Delivery Optimization. Click on that. Turn this off, okay? Because upload is actually can kill your network. Bufferbloat can really, really suffer with upload. If you've got this on, even if you're not doing an update, you never know. Windows may be using some data on your network. Turn that off. And while we're in this screen, one thing you might not know, but just below it, if you click on here where it says download options, if you click here, you can actually limit what percentage you allow for download options of Windows updates. You can limit to say 10% or 5%. And that also could make a difference if you do want to still have your Windows update running, but you want to limit it. So that could be a really good idea. The next one that can make a massive difference, and it's the same with actually a lot of other gaming and streaming videos, is limit your background applications. So I've already told you to stop or to pause any cloud drive syncs, but also if you've got other apps that you are not using to play your game, if you're not going to use them for streaming, for gaming, turn them off. Literally right click on them and close them, quit them. If it won't allow you to quit by that, you want to do it by a task manager. And the easiest way to get into task manager is right click on the Windows symbol, go to task manager, and it will load up everything that's running on your system. Now, as you can see on mine at the moment, I've got my LG Hub, OBS Studio, because I'm recording this video, Spotify, WhatsApp, Xbox app. I've got more stuff running on here than I need. The G Hub for my headset, so many things, and Google Chrome. Google Chrome is an absolute killer. Look how much memory it is consuming, but also network usage. On here as well, you can even click on the Performance tab, and you can click on your Ethernet, and you can see what's happening with your network usage. If this is constantly spiking when you're not in game, then you know you have a lot of applications that are running in the background, and that is also going to affect buffer bloat and ultimately latency when you are gaming. Now, the final bit, guys, is all to do with your internet service provider and your router. Now, I'm actually with Virgin Media. It's the fastest broadband that's available in our residential address. You may be with BT, Sky, TalkTalk, Virgin, whoever, but you will have a router and a modem provided by them. Now, if you're using your standard router, one thing that if you have it, you want to turn on is quality of service, QoS. And what quality of service does is it allows you to set a limited upload and download rate for your devices that are connected to the network. It also allows you to prioritize traffic. So, for example, you could actually prioritize your gaming rig over other devices on the network, because ultimately to you, the packets and the data that router is dealing with on your device is your priority. However, if you don't have quality service on your router, and I'll be honest with you, most ISP routers do not come with them. There is one setting on here that you should definitely turn on, and on Virgin, it's under advanced settings, and it's this option here, UPnP. Make sure you have that turned on. That can make a big, big difference. The other thing that can make a difference if you are a Virgin Media user is if you can get yourself a better router, sorry, you can actually turn the Virgin Media hub into a modem only, and then use the other router to route all of your network traffic. And if you get a decent router, it will have quality of service, and that can help. Also, by doing that, it means you can turn off the wireless on your Virgin Media router and use the wireless that's built into the better router, and that can also help things as well. One thing to bear in mind, if you do set quality of service, and let's say you've got a 1 gig download, if you set it as, say, 150 meg, you're never going to see speeds above 150 meg on any of your devices because you're limiting them to 150 meg. But ultimately, that can actually help you. You don't need crazy speeds to play games. So just bear that in mind. If you do have quality of service and you do enable it and you set a speed limit for upload and download, you're never going to see over that on your connected devices. Once you've done those changes, guys, reboot your machine. Give your PC a restart. Make sure that you check your startup apps and make sure you haven't got loads of apps running, and then return back to waveform.com/tools/buffer bloat and run the test again. And fingers crossed, your grading goes up. And if you can get to an A or a B, happy days. And hopefully you don't see those annoying marks and things that pop up in your games, like packet loss, etc. I hope this helps, guys. Give it a go, test it out, and don't forget to follow us for more hints and tips to help with your gaming journey and your PC rig. And just to finish this off, guys, I've just done the test again with the changes that I made, and I've managed to get my buffer bloat grade up to a B, which honestly means you should be consistently getting great gaming performance. If you can get to a B or above, you've had an absolute result. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in our next video.